Hi, I'm Cortney with Rural Health and Nutrition Initiative presented by Healthy Communities Coalition. In today's video, we're going to learn how to braise. Braising is a moist heat cooking method that can be used in two different ways. Short braising is for tender cuts of meats and vegetables, and long braising, which can turn a tougher cut of meat into a flavorful and delicious dinner. Today, we're going to be doing a long braise with this pot roast. Braising tough cuts of meat in a flavorful liquid makes it fall off the bone tender. You only need one vessel to braise meat, like this Dutch oven that we're using today. Most importantly, it needs to be a deep, heavy pot with a tight-fitting lid that's big enough to hold all of your ingredients and has a little bit of room left at the top to account for evaporation and condensation inside the pot. If you're preparing a very fatty cut of meat, you should dust it with flour and consider searing it before you braise it. Tender cuts should just be dabbed dry with a towel to help them brown better in the pan. If you'd like to sear your meat before you begin braising it, check out our video on searing. If you don't do this step, your meat will be less crusty on the outside, but still delicious. As I mentioned, braising is a moist heat cooking method. We're using cherry Coke in this pot roast because it creates a little bit of sweetness in what will become the gravy at the end. You can use any kind of moisture, like a stock or a red wine as well. In the same pot or pan that you're using, you can add vegetables as well as seasonings and herbs. And now we're going to put the lid on and put it into this oven that we have preheated to 275 degrees. We're going to leave this pot roast in the oven for most of the day. Keep checking back to see if your meat is cooked all the way and has become tender. Also, it's helpful to check occasionally and make sure there is still liquid in your pot. It is important to not let your pot become dry. We're back and our pot roast has been cooking in the oven for about 4 hours. As you can see, it's fork tender and all the vegetables are done cooking. We're ready to enjoy a delicious meal. If you'd like to see tips on how to turn this pan juice into a delectable gravy, check out our video on how to make a roux.